Okay, I think we're on. Should be on. Exit condition. All right. We should be setting up now. All right, guys. Good morning. All right. I'm on the laptop this morning. No headphones. Good morning, everybody. We are live from Clearwater, Florida. And welcome to our morning note. It is, what day is it today? August 28th, 2020. Good morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know we didn't do a morning note yesterday because of the Jackson Hole commentary from our man Jerome Powell, Uncle Jerome, right? So we're gonna talk about the markets, right? Let's go and do that. Good morning. Nice background, must be a green screen. Actually, no, this is not a green screen. This is Clearwater, Florida. I'm on location, meeting with our team. Actually, I have Kevin next to me. We're all hanging out here. We just met up, so yeah, just having a little meetup today with my guys. Keep in mind that my team is all over the United States. Kevin is from Houston. I have Nick from from New York. Anthony's in Tampa, and I'm in Rockledge. So we're all kind of separated, but that's where we are. All right, so enough about that. Let's go and talk markets. Good morning. All right, Dow futures are up 128. We were at the highs yesterday, I think about 240 on the Dow, with the president giving his acceptance of the nomination of the Republican National Committee. And that was pretty bullish because he's talked about more tax cuts, bringing the economy back. So the markets did cheer that. NASDAQ futures up 21, S&P futures up 10, Russell 2000 futures up half a percent actually. Light sweet crude up 0.19 at 43.12 a barrel. Bitcoin futures are up nicely, 2%. Gold futures are up 1.69% at 19.65 an ounce, 27.75 on silver. Euro dollar 118.92 for my for my forex people. That's a 0.58% move, 69 pips. And dollar yen did fall yesterday as former central bank central bank head Shinzo Abe from Japan actually stepped down due to health reasons. So keep in mind, if you were a forex trader back in about 4 or 5 years ago, Shinzo Abe was the gentleman who did the Abenomics, if you want to call it, of kind of the initial way. He was probably the first to do the negative interest policies to bring up inflation in his country, and I think we've kind of gotten a little bit of that here. So and obviously we wish him well, but yeah, it's a change of the guard. It's definitely a new era, but again, that's a forex thing. And the dollar index is down at 0.5% at 92.47 on the index, and I believe the VIX is up 0.78% after we had that spike yesterday. Okay, so a couple things I'm looking at. E-mini futures, I traded some futures last night. I still have it running. I'm basically down about 30 bucks. I was up as high as $240, but my target on futures, and I wrote it on Instagram, is 35.23. 35.23 is my next target, which is about a 1% move. So again, we're gonna open up a futures signal group. I'm not gonna get into too much details now as we're still in the exploratory phase. But if you traded Forex before, if you traded Forex before or commodities for futures, is gonna be pretty easy for you. It's not gonna be that difficult. Unlike options, this does require a stop loss. This does require more charting, and the contracts do not expire like you would in a weekly when it comes to options. You have, when it comes to futures, you can get it as far as 90 days, Kevin, I would say. It depends on when the contract is. Like right now, you would trade the September contracts, and I think they are about 38 days away from expiry.
Yeah.
Or no, excuse me.
So in any meetings is each quarter.
Yeah,
So
each
you
quarter,
have
yeah, exactly.
3 months.
So when you trade futures, again, I'm gonna go ahead and create a YouTube video on it explaining how to do it, because we're not gonna teach you how to treat futures. If you can read a chart and you have risk management, you pretty much know what you're doing. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get over that. I'm not gonna go into detail on that. Basically what I'm watching today, E-mini futures, the break level is 35.09. That's my next level for a break. We had it overnight, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up here, 34.09. This is on a 15-minute chart. I also have a support level here around 34.85, which keeps our risk relatively low. Our level of entry was 34.97 or 34.98 on it, and we're basically three points down. If on a 15-minute chart, if you want to play that, I don't, but it's right below the 100-day moving average. But 35.85 would be my stop there. I don't put a stop loss on my futures contracts because sometimes you do get filled by the broker on a tick, and I don't want that. I don't want to get hit. So I place an alert, and I like to have honestly the control of it. So 34.85 is my alert level to the downside. My next alert level to the downside on E-mini futures will be 34.67. If you're playing NASDAQ at home, take a look at that 12,026 level. That would actually retrace the flush from yesterday and get us on track for back to new all-time highs, as the NASDAQ is underperforming the rest of the other indices, which is Russell 2000 and the Dow. But that's where we are currently. Other things that I'm watching, obviously, you have Apple. That is going to split. I believe splits tomorrow or today, end of day, a split. And that's going to be great. So I don't feel the need to actually trade Apple ahead of the split. I'd rather just wait. And then, of course, you have Tesla, which is still rising. 2,300. We actually hit 2,310 for a new all-time high this morning. So Tesla does have the split as well. So that's where we are currently. All right, so that's where we are. Let's see if we can answer some questions here. I gotta open up my Firefox. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so Florida Backyard says I'm wearing the Lakers jersey. Actually, it is a LeBron jersey, and I am a big LeBron fan. Lakers, I really don't care for the Lakers. I just like LeBron. So I got this as a gift. Okay, good morning, the team. The VIX has been rising alongside the market. Is there something to be worried about? No. As you get higher to all-time highs, it's very prudent to buy some protection, downside protection. So VIX is just like insurance against it. I actually have some VIX contracts, not a lot, very small amount, for the November election. And again, it's just insurance. It wasn't a signal or anything. It was something that I did. GOAT. That's LeBron James. This is the GOAT in my opinion. Thoughts on JPM? Let me go ahead and bring up JPM here. It's going to be very difficult because I don't have multiple screens here, guys, so you have to work with me. JPM, I'm looking at here. I have an alert at 103.41. If we get that break, then it could be interesting for a pop. I played Citibank this week and I got hit, so I'm a little gun shy on playing banks, just a heads up. But again, let's see. What do you think on WMT? We played WMT with our students and we did catch it for about 40. Some individuals played it with their teachers, and you see a 141 level, which is nice. We closed at 136. And it's still going up very nice. So we played the 140s yesterday. It's in the money, so that looks really good. But at this level, I wouldn't want to chase unless we start breaking out above 144. So if you didn't get in, I think the boat has sailed on that one. Just curious, guys. GNs, what do you guys get? What would you guys do when your community starts getting too big? When you get too big, how? Thoughts on Apple and NIO today. Apple, again, we're going to have that split, so I'm not really looking into that. NIO did have a big pop. It is set for a nice, retracement down. At this level, I'm not looking to go ahead and buy some calls unless we take above the 2097 level. So that would be an alert that you want to place here, 2097 on NIO. So take a look at that if you get that break. How are WMT and Microsoft looking? WMT, it is going. WMT is moving. If you played the 140s yesterday with the students, you were in the money. I got out of that. I got my money. But some of our students do have the 140s and they're in the money now, and they're for next week. I would not get into that if you have not got in, because you pretty much missed the boat. In regards to Microsoft, I do have some long-term Microsoft calls. It is bull flagging, but wait for the break of 231.15 before you do anything. If you get that break, then fine. But until then, don't do anything there. Y'all would just wait. Let's see. I have other ones. No, there's a B. What are your thoughts on MODN? I don't know what MODN is. How do you think Microsoft and Walmart will do today? I think Microsoft will continue that bull flag run. Walmart may run out of gas here because it was a bigger move. But I gotta just see the price action. I don't know what Zapeng is. I'm sorry. 0.50 on MNQ. That's Kevin. Yep. Have you ever used NinjaTrader to trade futures? Thoughts on the platform? I've never used it, in my opinion. I never used it. Sorry, so I don't have an opinion. Lakers gonna take that L to the Bucks. Oh, I mean, they're not even there yet. Let's see. Big beats on earnings. Thoughts on which one? How much per tick on? Okay, we already answered that. Apple, WMT, I just answered. ABT, Abbott Labs, I don't trade it for options, so I skip that. Banks and airlines are up pre-market, but JPM is probably the one that I really want to see there. Let's see. Thanksgiving Big Lots. No, you actually don't need Big Lots. Big Lots, the company? Or are you talking about Big Lots and futures? You don't need a lot. Thoughts on QQQ? QQQ I played yesterday, but again, it seems to be slowing down. I like Microsoft instead. If you're gonna play QQQ, take a look at breaking the highs again. 283.85 would be my level to break. Again, I like the retest of highs, so that's what I'm looking for first. Microsoft looks very interesting for next week. If you're gonna watch it, it is bull flagging. So what you want is 231.15. If you break that, then I can start taking a look at maybe the 235s, 240s if you want to play that. And you can play for next week to give yourself a little room. And AMD, oh, so I have NIO 20 calls and they have been in the money and still negative. Again, it's all based on demand. That's why those names like NIO can be a little scary. Yeah, Big Lots the company, they just really earnings ticker big. Let's take a look at it. It's tough, guys, because I don't have two monitors. It's not like I'm home. Big Lots is actually down pre-market even after their beat, and that's not a great sign. But if you're looking for a bounce play, 53.29 is your 100-day moving average if you're an investor in it. I do not own it. I think someone asked about AMD, so I'll take a look at AMD. It's right at the 100-day. We had that big flush, well, small flush with the NASDAQ, right? And it's right at the 100-day, so there's nothing there to play. You'd have to get above 87 before we even have that conversation, to be honest with you. So I would skip that one. Thoughts for CAT on long-term position? I think you asked me that question already, Daniel, or maybe someone else has. Caterpillar is fine. I just think with industrials, there's better ways to put your money to work. They have been lagging. Again, if you're bullish on a China deal or China ease of tension, since they have so many, what do you call this? So many bad diplomacy going on both sides. Unless you're bullish on them working it out, then you would be bullish CAT because they have a lot of operations in China. So I don't think I'd put my money in it. But again, if you're long-term 5-10 years, yeah, you could do worse. Thoughts on Big Commerce? I don't know what Big Commerce is. ZM will crush earnings on Monday. Zoom has actually done very well. ZM has been kind of chugging along. Wait for a break of 302 before you do anything. I'd rather just not play earnings on that name. Who knows what the hell is gonna happen? I had a question on Uber. Let's see, Uber. This is so hard without an extra screen, Kevin. Sucks. I hate it. This is why I hate doing it on a laptop, but whatever. 33 on Uber. There were some unusual call options on it. I think one of my students told me. I own Uber, the stock, but I mean, I would say a break of, see, you have this wick here of 33.51. Let's see what the settlement candle is, 34.77. Break that, then we can have the conversation for a call side. But it is actually flagging. You can actually see a bull flag to the upside. So could be interesting. Good eye on Uber. Good eye on Uber. Maybe we'll see something out of there. Do you play puts? Of course we do. But who plays puts in a bull market? That's my question. I don't know who plays puts in a bull market. GAR, do you think Apple and tech will continue to rally, and is tech going to the top? Tech will continue to rally. Yes, I've been saying it on the podcast. I've been saying it on YouTube. You stay bullish. Hashtag stay bullish. I'm going to write it down for you guys so you guys don't forget. SPX target. 12 months. 4,000. You can screenshot that if you want. Thoughts on Tesla for next week? You'll have a split. I have no idea what will happen post-split. We have to see. NVIDIA, love NVIDIA long term. Love it long term. I've been wanting to add my shares. Anything below 500, I think I'm going to go ahead and add more shares. But you're right at the 100-day moving average. So again, you're seeing a little bit of downside movement. I would stay away. It has the same price action as AMD. So I would just wait. Kevin, do you work for GAR? Kevin, come over here. Does he work for GAR? You tell me. Come here. My boy Kevin. My man right here. This is Kevin. Give him. See his little something.
Yeah, do they see me?
Yeah, they see it. It's
because
it's
delayed.
It's
All
delayed.
right. How about the Warriors?
Oh Lord.
Lakers, the Warriors.
No, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron fan.
Well,
It's
LeBron.
different.
Yeah.
So
SF, San Francisco.
So I know it's a little delayed, but here's Kevin. Yes, he works for us. So if you speak to
there.
Kevin, G.A.R Capital, he's one of our BPs. Great guy. And definitely, if you're speaking to him, you're speaking to us. Don't think
Yeah,
anything
I'll take
otherwise.
care of you in the chats.
Yeah,
like
Kevin will
always.
take care of you in the chats. Any questions on Instagram, he can help too. And we talk too much on the phone. Too much. All right. Do you have a video for us to trade account setups? No, what I can do is send you this here. I'm gonna send share. Let me see. Share my workspace. Okay, I shared the workspace. Here you go. Here's my TOS setup, and I just copied and pasted it. Very simple. You just click that link and you're set. Get a portable second screen. Well, Juan, I mean, I really don't travel that much due to COVID.